Let me start by posing a question to you all. Why have you chosen to be here? As diverse as our answers may be, they all hold equal significance. So whether you're a visionary creating something groundbreaking on the XRPL or an eager learner that is just soaking in the knowledge from the many great sessions, your presence really contributes to the event. So I'll start off the session today, and Scott will join in a few minutes and give us some updates. Perhaps you're here to present your innovations to the world, and if that's the case, I'm genuinely excited for you. Or maybe you're here to exchange insights with trusted peers and mentors, seeking that invaluable feedback that can help you lift your project to the next level. Or maybe you're just here to celebrate XRP. I know why we're here, not just at Apex, but as an active member of the expansive XRPL community. We, the XRP Ledger Foundation, believe in the technology. The XRPL isn't just about any single token or any specific blockchain. It's an ecosystem that revolves around the XRP Ledger protocol. From testnets to development networks, private chains, innovative side chains, our allegiance lies with the core technology, with the XRP Ledger protocol. We stand as advocates for the limitless potential that technology holds. So I hope that you are here at the Developer Summit, at least in part because you have realized that you can achieve something great using that technology. In very recent news, I think it was last week, the Sahau Launch Alliance, spearheaded by XRPL Labs, they released a white paper detailing the first XRP Ledger protocol sidechain in the ecosystem. A layer 1 blockchain in its own right, based on the protocol that we love, but bringing the smart contracts to the XRP Ledger ecosystem in the form of hooks. Our support for the XRPL mainnet remains completely unchanged. And as the Sahau Launch Alliance has put their trust in us, we also support Sahau. It's not about one or the other blockchain. Our allegiance lies with the core technology. It's not about XRP versus Sahau XRP or XRP Plus. It's about the possibilities that the underlying technology holds. We believe that each chain caters to different use cases. And as we advocate the use of the XRPL, we have to be very diligent in how we share the strengths, the pros, the cons of every network. In the end, attracting more users to the protocol itself will benefit the entire XRPL ecosystem. For example, all the core development that is put into any chain will reflect on all the chains. And as project developers develop, they will have an easy time switching from one chain with a set of technology to a different chain with a different set of technology, but still use the same SDKs and toolkits. So we are really excited about the future of the entire ecosystem, and especially how XRPL native smart contract capabilities can and will attract businesses that have for many years never even seen XRPL as an option for their projects. So I'll hand it over to Scott now with an update on some of our hand-picked developments from the foundation for the past year. Scott, bring it on.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Thomas. That's important messaging, important to reinforce our commitment to the entire ecosystem indeed. So thank you all so much for being here. It really is an honor and a pleasure to be back at Apex again. It's just an absolutely brilliant group. I've had amazing conversations with many of you over the last several days, so I really appreciate that. Hearing about all the different projects is just absolutely incredible. So thank you all so much for that. It really has been a very eventful year for the foundation, and unfortunately we don't have enough time to go through all of the different updates on our projects. So we've selected a few key points here today that I'm going to highlight right now. So first, we've continued with our mission of providing stewardship for the XRP Ledger through publishing a unique node list and engaging with reputable validator operators. Over the past year, we've seen validator operator engagement increase drastically, and as a result, numerous amendments have activated on the main network. In fact, 5 amendments have activated just in the last few weeks. This is really exciting, as it demonstrates independent validator operators are evaluating prospective features and fixes, and they're voting accordingly. This increased engagement is likely due to multiple factors, including outreach to validator operators, as well as the removal of unresponsive validator operators from the Foundation's published UNL. Since Apex 2022, we've updated our UNL 3 times. These updates have resulted in 2 trusted validators being removed from the UNL, and those were both Ripple validators, right? There's still 1 Ripple validator remaining. So what this means, this is a giant milestone. This is a giant accomplishment, because right now there's no entity on the UNL, on the published UNL, that's running more than 1 validator. So that's a very substantial milestone for decentralization in this ecosystem. Yeah, right? It's exciting stuff. It's exciting stuff. Additionally to removing those 2 Ripple validators, Coil's validator was also removed from the UNL. They sent over a request as they were sunsetting. So we really, really do want to give our appreciation to Coil. They gave many years of service. They were very responsive. They voted on fees, amendments, and so forth, and kept their validator well maintained. So we do really appreciate the years of service they gave, and thank them for that. So while it's important to curate non-responsive validators from the published UNLs, it's really important that we're also maintaining an adequate number on the UNLs to prevent things like network pauses. So we did add X-Spectre, and we added Aesthetes as well as trusted validators to the list. So welcome to those 2. In addition to these 2 businesses, the Foundation also added 3 well-regarded individuals from the community to the published UNL. XRP Goat, Christian Kaczynski, and Vet. At least 2 of whom are here. Yeah. It really is a time-consuming task to monitor and maintain a production validator. I mean, it's a full-time job. You've got to be somewhere within reach of a computer basically at all the time. So we really do appreciate the investment that every single infrastructure provider contributes to the ecosystem. So thank you all. So beyond publishing a UNL and engaging with infrastructure operators, the Foundation also provides a publicly accessible WebSocket cluster that can be used by anyone to engage with the XRP Ledger. At its peak during the last year, the cluster served 11,000 clients simultaneously. During a typical month, the cluster will serve over 25,000 clients, and those 25,000 clients will spawn over 4 million connections to our servers in a given period of time of 30 days, roughly. That results in about 2 terabytes of data being transferred to the cluster, and at any given point in time, right now, for example, there's an average of 3,000 users, unique users, connected to the cluster. It's understandable that the cluster is so widely used because it provides advanced features, such as blocking transactions to known scam accounts and transactions to accounts that require destination tags if the destination tag isn't included in the transaction. To date, the cluster has actually blocked over 11 million XRP from being sent to scammers. It's pretty impressive, yeah. Much of those 11 million XRP are really up to Thomas, right? This highlights the work that Thomas does, that he contributes to help locate and verify malicious accounts, scam accounts on the ledger. We really, really, truly value everybody being able to have a safe experience when they're engaging with the ledger. So in addition to directly supporting the ledger, we've continued to coordinate the Community Ambassador Program. The Community Ambassadors, there's one right there. The Community Ambassadors have hosted several calls over the last year, all of which are available on the Foundation YouTube account. The primary purpose of these calls is to provide the broader community with reliable information from firsthand sources. Content from these calls has provided insights into upcoming features and development milestones for the ecosystem, such as XLS 38D and Burn to Mint. We're in the process of updating the Ambassador webpage with additional information on how you can connect with the ambassadors or apply to become an ambassador, so please stay tuned to that. We look forward to getting the next ambassador call scheduled after Apex here so we can go into more detail on the material covered in the conference. In addition to the Community Ambassador Program, we spoke at Apex 2022 about a training program we're developing in India in conjunction with Ahom Technologies. We're fortunate to have Amit Pandey, the CEO and founder of Ahom, here with us at Apex this week. Amit, if you're in the audience somewhere, give a little wave. There we go, right there. So over the last year, one of our senior software developers, Daniel Steidentoff, has been working closely with Ahom to successfully deliver an in-person training to more than 20 experienced software developers. This isn't simply a one-time training, though. Daniel is continuing to work closely with Ahom Technologies to provide the training and support that they need so their developers are prepared to integrate with the XRP Ledger ecosystem. We plan to continue this program, and we also plan to integrate our experience training enterprises into a publicly accessible program that will cover all of the features of the XRP Ledger in depth. This is exciting. While we value expanding the ecosystem through trainings, we also have to prioritize our time. There's a few projects that we weren't quite ready to mention to you all at Apex last year, so I'm excited to be able to talk about one of them here this year. So one of the major milestones that we've accomplished over the last year is gaining status as an associate member in the Organization of Southern Cooperation, or the OSC. The OSC is an interdisciplinary organization that seeks societal transformation through inclusive, balanced education. The membership status of the XRP Ledger Foundation places the XRP Ledger Foundation alongside universities and leaders, including the presidents of nations, from Africa, Latin America, and many other countries and continents, in shaping the future of education, increasing access to interdisciplinary academic research and endogenous knowledge, and developing systems for tracking and monetizing intellectual property. The mission and goals of the OSC are ambitious. However, there's clear timelines and milestones, many of which are publicly posted on the OSC website. The foundation is particularly involved in two OSC initiatives. The Greater South Information System, or GRACIS, is an ambitious push to improve access to academic knowledge and research while promoting interdisciplinary collaboration and providing opportunities for researchers from the Global South to receive recognition for their scholarly works. In addition to archiving original research, the system will also integrate with existing open access scholarly publications to provide a single-stop shop for academics across the world. While empirical research is critical to understanding our world around us, right? It's not humanity's sole method for understanding. To this effect, the GRACIS project will also produce a repository for indigenous knowledge, which will preserve and support indigenous languages, heritages, stories, collective memories, art, performances, documentaries, and more. We feel there's tremendous potential for blockchain to provide a mechanism for tracking the intellectual ownership of all of the aforementioned properties, while simultaneously enabling content creators, be they individuals or entire communities, to receive royalties or other payments depending on how they choose to license their content. The second OSC initiative we're working directly on is the framework to reinforce exchanges between youth and regions through education, or FRIER. Named after Paulo Freire, this program is designed to promote critical approaches to higher education across the Greater South through facilitating cross-cultural exchange experiences and promoting broader academic cooperation. There are, of course, many barriers to any exchange program, and we're pleased to be able to contribute to overcoming challenges in assessment and evaluation, funding, and more to help facilitate transformative learning experiences for students around the world. There's much to be done to continue developing this program, and if all goes to plan, the program will begin accepting students starting fall of 2025. So I'm excited to continue giving updates on that, hopefully next year and beyond. I really appreciate you all taking the time to come out here. I really appreciate everyone coming to this conference, and I know there was a raging party last night, so thank you all very much for being here first thing this morning. I appreciate you taking those updates. Thank you.